So, hello everyone. My name is Sebastian and I work at the Royal Swedish Opera. I'm a production manager and also a sound engineer. I wear many hats in that house. And most recently I helmed our pioneer project in VR, Half-Life VR, which I'm gonna give you a little glimpse into. So, let's just start and I think most of you should be familiar with what is the opera. Anyway, it's moving fast. Okay, it's a very big house, very close to here, where we do opera and ballet. And it has a lot of gold. I want to show extra gold. Yes. Okay, so what we do is we're a national stage for performing arts. We do opera, ballet, and contemporary dance, etc. Opera and ballet are traditionally very down-to-earth art forms. They've been around for a long time, before electricity. So we do a lot of that really old stuff, but we also do very new stuff. So we are an art form where we're pushing ahead all the time. And Half-Life is our latest entry into that. So, what is Half-Life? Half-Life, it keeps jumping ahead for some reason, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so Half-Life is a virtual reality dance experience. We wanted to shoot a pilot to see what we could do. And we had a dance production called Half-Life by a famous choreographer running in the Opera House. Now, me and some other people, we thought that let's make a VR production out of this. This would be so cool. So we did it. And it was a really new experience. We had to approach the stage. We had to get close to the dancers in a way that we normally don't do. So we collaborated with a company called Robert and Robert. They're based here in Sweden. They're really good guys. We've been working intensely with them on this project. So we had one huge problem: stage time. So in the opera, every day, every second is scheduled on our stage. So coming up to someone and asking, hey, can we have some extra time to do VR? That's difficult, especially since every second is planned 3 years ago. So we have that kind of planning most of the time. Anyway, we managed to do this anyway. How do we do that? Through rigorous planning. We staged the entire thing. We tried every camera angle before, so that when we went in on stage, we knew exactly where we were going. And, well, these are the dancers. They were at first like, what's that? But they became friends with this. They really liked it at the end, and when we showed this to them the first time, they were really shocked, in a good way. So, we shot this production last year, and it went really well. It went so well that we actually got nominated to the Venice Film Festival, which was really nice. Yeah. So, well, we had to collaborate with, we had to involve all the really old guys at the opera as well. They're like, oh, I've been working here for 50 years, what's that? So we had to convince everyone, like, yeah, that's a VR camera. It can see you even if you're behind it. So, yeah, we had to teach all the people who we worked with as well. Now, here's a little video from the production. I guess we don't have sound. Anyway, this is a bit how it looked. There's one of the cameras in one of the shots that we did. So, VR. I'm going to talk a little bit about VR, because not only is it a medium to do this kind of thing, where you are immersed and you enjoy a piece of content. It's also it has a strong potential for our everyday work. When we do opera productions, one of the things we've been doing for many years right now is pre-visualization of light. So instead of using time on stage, we can do this virtually and save huge amounts of money and time when we go on stage. And it usually looks like this. We sit with computers and pre-visualize as much as we can, and when we go on stage, we're pretty much done. We can do tweaks, but it saves us a lot of time. Now, we're very curious in what this can mean in VR. So we are looking at how can we utilize VR in this kind of context. Could we, for example, have a light designer who's in London or even in Sydney interact with the creative team here in Stockholm using VR? Those are things we are exploring right now. So you would essentially see a 3D representation of our room, and you would be able to interact with our staff, even though you're thousands of miles away. Well, even sound is a huge part of what we do. So we're tapping into spatial audio and that kind of thing as well. It's huge. So having this kind of thing opening up, like what can we use VR for in stage performance? If you ask me, it's not only a new like 360 camera, it's a way to, it's a new stage. We can have choreographers and directors make pieces specifically for VR. That's when I think it's going to become really interesting, when we don't just document something that's already there, but when we use it as a creative platform, as a new stage, if you call it like that. So in a traditional stage performance setting, you have the audience and you have the performers. So in VR it would be, you have the audience, which is like the center of everything, and then you would perform towards that center point. So that's a really interesting thought. I think we'll see some really interesting things with that in the future. Anyway, these are pictures from when we tried we did some sound tests for spatial audio with the Royal Opera Orchestra here. That was pretty cool. So, it's a great opportunity for us. It's also a medium to reach a wider audience. What if we can have people come to our house, even if they're not there? We're a state-funded institution, which means that in our mission is to spread our culture to as many people in Sweden as possible. VR could be part of that as well. Anyway, so I have a little video here, but I'm gonna skip that. You can watch it over there in the showroom over there, since I don't think the audio is very loud here. So I'm gonna skip ahead. This is where we showed VR the first time. We collaborated with We Are Sagu, which we were very happy to do. And we did not expect that many people, which talks about how strong the interest for this new medium is. Thank you.